Here we go. You know what it is. DJ E-Rock in the building. It's the Basement right here, right now, filming live from Culture Kings, Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
I got my what was our gang or our clique? Papusa Primos.
Pupusa Primos. We're missing Gusto, man. Shout out Gusto,
man. Yo, got my brother Nitrane.
What's up, man?
In the building. DJ Nitrane. Nitrane. What do we call you these days, bro?
DJ Nitrane, Train.
Nitrane the brand. Nitrane the king.
I don't even know what to call it. I mean, it's always gonna be DJ first, man. That's what.
I mean, you obviously wear many hats.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what else do you do? I mean, you DJ. You probably are the biggest DJ in Los Angeles.
Oh man,
as we speak.
I wouldn't say all that.
I mean, but I can say it, so it's okay. I can say it, so it's totally fine. But I mean, you also are associated with Dreamville.
Yeah, for
J.
sure.
Cole's Dreamville, for those that are not knowing what that is. Like, what do you do for
to
Dreamville?
The family. Shit, for Dreamville, man, I'm just, I'm the guy that, whatever needs to get taken care of, then whether it's DJ a party,
the dot
fill
connector
in for somebody's show, whatever it is, put sets together, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you end up in that role?
Boss,
becoming
man.
That guy, the go-to guy. Like, hey, if anything needs to happen, we know we can look at Nitrane. He'll make it happen. I mean, how did you become that guy?
I was always kind of brought up in a game like that. Back when I used to be around Hit Boy and Audio Push, I was always the guy. Whatever needs to get taken care of, whether it's fucking drive to Roscoe's and pick food up, or take us to sessions and be there all night. I was just always the whatever needs to be done, let's do it. So it just, people like that are always so valuable in any different space. So
facts.
You just got to make yourself useful and get in where you fit in and find value or bring value to the table wherever you can.
Nah, and you definitely do that, man. You are on tour right now.
Yeah, man.
With Bryson Tiller. God, I mean, the accolades keep on stacking up.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm on tour with Bryson, man. Shout out my brother Bryson. He tapped my shoulder and he's like, yo, man, I need you to come do some shows with me. And at first, I was explaining to Aaron, shout out Aaron over here, I didn't know what he meant by that. I thought he wanted me to be his tour DJ at first, and in my head, I was like, I don't know if that's something I want to continue to do, just because I have Boss to be on the road with.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know if it was something, if I could do both or, So
but you're actually the opening act.
So when he explained to me what he wanted, he's like, yo, no, I just want you to set the tone, set the vibe, be you, and, open up the show for me. At that point, he hit me at a time where I was like, what's my brand? Who am I? What am I doing? But doing these shows, it's kind of been eye-opening because I know exactly what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And being able to open up shows as a DJ.
But you put on a show.
Is crazy.
You're not just playing records. And I've seen it on Instagram. You're not just up there just playing a joint and then just looking at the crowd going, okay,
right,
what's good? You are literally, you're performing.
Right. No,
you're putting on a whole stage show.
And I've been learning as I go, every show. First show, I seriously, true story. The first show, I remember walking onto the stage and not knowing what my first song was going to be. I had no idea.
Wow.
Because I was so focused on, what am I going to wear? What do I want it to look like? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What do I want the fucking... Because I'm a nerd when it comes to visual design and shit.
Yeah.
It has to look good. And I'm out there with a fucking curtain behind me.
Yeah. 2
turntables and a mixer and my laptop and a fucking crowd that's waiting for Bryson.
Yeah.
So I had no idea what I was doing. And then I took that.
Damn, that's crazy,
I got through it though, but I remember that first show, I was just, a couple people were like, Bryson. And I was like, oh, I'm fucking this shit up, in a bad way. So I took that, and then the second show, I was just like, I'm not even going to give them an opportunity to think about Bryson. I'm just going to play these records. I'm going to
captivate.
I'm going to keep you engaged,
yeah.
And then we're going to see how it goes. And then that second show, I found a little pocket, and I've just been making it bigger ever since, every show.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
I love to see the growth because... true story, when I first moved to LA And I'll always remember this, man. It was my first night on Power 106.
Yeah.
We barely knew each other. We knew each other
Barely
in
knew each
passing
other.
from like past J. Cole shows when
Yeah.
I used to open for you guys at Light or Hayes,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But we never like kicked it tough.
Right.
You know, really got to. We never sat down for coffee or anything, but we were always like, you know, I don't know, comrades.
Yeah.
You know what I
we
mean?
always like we know each other.
Yeah, we know each other, man. And I remember it was my first night on Power 106. I was nervous as fuck, and then out of nowhere, your face like pops in the glass window. I'm like,
yeah,
Night Train.
Yeah,
man, and that moment really meant like, you know, the world to me because you know, knowing your history in the city of Los Angeles, I was new. It was like, you know, like 6.5 years ago, bro.
Yeah,
it's that long.
ago.
Like that much time has passed. So like, you know, but it's crazy how here we are today. We were just like, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't want to say we were sprites in the game at that time because we just got in our bags.
Yeah. We knew what our bags were. We were just, you know, getting ready to get into it.
But I love seeing what has happened and how everything is transformed into this amazing story for you. You know, and when I say that like, you know, you are one or the, you know, biggest DJ in Los Angeles, man. I mean, I'm going on Instagram and then I'm seeing you DJing not only for some of the biggest celebrities on a Wednesday night,
right?
You know what I mean? At what is it? Highlight Room,
Sadiq, yeah,
amazing R&B party. We'll talk about that. But also, like, you know, you'll do stuff for the Kardashians, you know what I mean? And then then one day I'm seeing it's like, yo, this dude is with this celebrity and that celebrity. Then he's in Paris.
Yo, man, the grind don't stop. You know, I'm fortunate to even just be doing this off of music, bro. Off of music. We live a very blessed life, and to be able to take our talents to people like them and just people around the world, I don't take that for granted. So if I have to be in Paris on a Thursday and I got to be at Sadiq on a Wednesday, that's just what it has to be. That's our life. You know, what else are we going to do?
You know, I got to tell this story because I know I got a little bit of time.
Go ahead.
You know, before this gets out. Today I was faced with a decision, and it was a crazy decision that I had to make today. So I went to dinner last night, and I made the mistake of having an espresso shot at 9 p.m. because I was tired. I was around people that work for the Golden Knights, and we're talking about, hey, we might sweep and all this other stuff. I was faced with this decision where I couldn't sleep at all. I couldn't sleep. But I had to go to San Francisco to do a photo shoot for the 49ers.
Yeah.
And this photo shoot was not like any other photo shoot. Like it was the one like, hey,
tell.
we're going to shoot you and we're going to put you on the Jumbotron every single game, whether you're here or not. But I didn't sleep. So I was like, man, I don't know if I want to go. I don't want to do this. And so, like, my significant other asked me, well, what can you potentially lose if you go and you get sick? And, you know, because obviously you ran down right now. I'm like, well, if the Knights sweep, I think that, like, they may fly back with the Stanley Cup on Saturday. And I don't want to miss drinking out of that.
Priorities.
Oh, my God. Sure enough, like, you know, like she looks at me and she's like, dude, what life do you live? You're faced with the dilemma of like, do I want to be on the Jumbotron every single game for every 49er game in the 2023 season, or do you want to drink out of the Stanley Cup?
Yo, priorities. I like that. Give me some.
It wasn't always like that, though.
No, it wasn't. But,
it wasn't always like that.
But look at the problems you're faced with now, bro. Like,
I want your problems. You just went on a podcast and said, hey, if I got to do one of the hottest parties in LA because Drake pulls up or something like that, and I got to be in Paris.
That's just what it is, honestly. It's what it is, but it's a blessing, and I say that humbly because, you know, I know that I've been in certain situations growing up and coming up in this game where it wasn't always like this. And who knows how much longer it'll be like this. I might as well enjoy it, you know, while we can. And just to even have the opportunities. You understand how hard it is, like just to even be in conversations, to even
to be in the same sentence
to
as
be in the same sentence as
the things you admire and look up to. Like,
right,
that's tough to get into for
like,
sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, you mentioning like the Sadiq party and like that's something, a party I was just playing it because it was fun to me, and it still is to this day.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Sadiq every Wednesday, highlight room.
Yeah.
Shout out Sean Dickerson.
Shout out Sean. He's actually in town.
Is
too.
he?
Yeah, he's popping up tonight.
Man,
So,
why didn't you bring him to the pod?
I haven't seen him yet. That man,
I haven't
been
seen
on
him
tour.
in maybe a few years.
He's been on tour.
Probably
Trust me.
pre-pandemic. That's how long it's been since I've seen Sean.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that party, man. It's not your usual type of like Hollywood party. You're in there, but the joints you're playing, your playlist is a little bit different than what you're used to like hearing in a Hollywood nightclub. Like, tell me about what that playlist is, and how that came about.
Yeah. So, well, first, how it came about. Sadiq started off as a monthly party a few years back before the pandemic, and around that time, like, I knew the guys. I would pop up to the party. I wasn't playing it though, and I remember I did it for my bro Julian Edwards for his birthday. He's part of Made in the whole collective.
Big shout out Julian Edwards.
Shout out Made, Julian, Milton, Dev, everybody. So I did his birthday party. They allowed me to play it, I believe, and then I was just playing vibes. And then the pandemic hit, and of course you couldn't do anything. So I was just in LA when they brought it back. It was only like 6 to a table type of thing. You could only be sitting down.
Outdoors,
yeah. So I was making mixes, and they were just running them at highlight. I did it a couple times, and then they were just like, "Nah, we're gonna find a way to get you in there." And off of that, the one time I think I did it, Drake just ended up pulling up, and then he just ended up coming every week after that.
Wow.
And that's what made it like
Sadiq,
I guess. But honestly,
it went from being Sadiq to
it's like
Sadiq.
It's like the cool, but even before that, it was like the cool people in LA where like you just want to go have fun, no like pretentious shit. Just the music is right. That's what it is. That's what it is to this day. It just so happens that these people feel comfortable enough to be in that space and hang out. But as far as the playlist goes, I just wanted to play, and Sean is a huge like part too because he has dope music taste.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll like be like, "Yo, remember the verse on this Nas record?" or like, and I'll just run it because we can play club stuff in LA all the time. If I'm home, I'm playing 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
I'm burning myself out playing not the same things, but the usual club things where you have the spenders and so Sadiq is like the one place where I can come and just be myself, my music
Open up.
taste.
And what would you say your music taste is, just to kind of further illustrate what that is? I mean, you would say it's,
so I love like
what are vibes?
Well, like so like Sadiq vibes to me are probably like R&B, whether it's like 90s R&B, 2000s R&B, new R&B like Brent Faiyaz, SZA, but I'm also throwing in stuff like a little Latin, a little Afro, a lot of Afro beats too, because you just want to keep the people moving. And I'm not playing like the usual Afro beats either. I'm playing stuff that like Ira Star and just different artists. Yeah, so like really, it's like a taste level where it's just like just vibe out, dance. You're not listening to the same things, and that's just that one night. And
That's
obviously the setting is amazing. Like you're on a rooftop in Hollywood, just listening to vibes on a Wednesday night. I feel like everything aligned perfectly, and that's why it is how it is.
So let me ask you about when, because you mentioned Drake came, and he just started attending every week. Like I was hearing stories like, yo, like you can go up there and like Drake's just like hanging out, like it's nobody's business. Like he's engaged, he's hanging out, walking around with a drink,
safe space.
Like,
everybody does that.
Yeah, safe space in it, and I'm like.
Yeah.
How? I mean, that had to be crazy because that's like a once in a lifetime thing, I believe. I mean, Drake is obviously the GOAT.
Yeah,
when it comes down to like I mean, come on, man. We know what Drake has done, you know? So when he's in the building, like, it is a real thing. But, like, how was that? I mean, did he ever, like, come up to you, like, you know, while you're, like, playing, like, hey, Nitrane, you got this?
Nah, because, like, I understand. Like, I just, you know, humbly saying this, I've been around them. And also they got, like, he got his own people, like Nico and, man, I forget his other boy's name. But Boy Wonder will always be around it. I love Boy Wonder. It's a great dude. And I just know the type of like stuff they like. So, you know, if the vibe is right, cool. Sometimes, not Drake, but other artists will pop up and just airdrop me stuff, and I'm running just unreleased shit.
Really?
Yeah, and
that's crazy. That's dope.
And that's just like that's what it is. And that's how I also develop relationships with artists where, you know, they trust me enough to just airdrop shit to me, knowing in confidence it's not going to go anywhere. They just want to.
Who are some people that have airdropped you throughout the years?
I mean, my favorite one.
Music, that is.
My favorite one.
Who are some celebrities that have airdropped you music? MP3s, please. Okay.
Music. Listen, my airdrop is set up to contacts only. All right. That's it. But musically, E-Rock, look at him. See, trying to get me in trouble, man.
Nah, man, you can't get canceled. You're too big.
Yeah, stop it. I wish. Nah, musically, which is funny, it's full circle. Diddy was in the spot, and he sent me the "Gotta Move On" record with Bryson.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite joints.
Yeah, so I was playing that before it was out. I have probably like 7 versions of it because every week they would just give me a new one until it ended up coming out. Yeah,
really.
So, and this is before I even knew I was gonna be on tour with Bryson. So now every night when I see him perform it, it's like a little full circle moment where it's like, oh shit, this is something I was playing before people even knew about it. Now he's singing it to thousands of people every night. So
dope.
Super full circle moment where people airdrop me shit, and now I'm sitting here with E-Rock doing a fucking podcast.
Nah, man. Who else? I mean, you definitely have had some other, like, you know, milestone like airdrops.
Oh shit.
Like a record that we would know today that you probably were like literally
Travis always airdrops me some stuff.
Like, what was the record that Travis sent you? Like, yo, run this. I think this is going to be the one.
Man.
And then here we are today, a few years later, like, all right, the first play was at Sadiq. The first play was with Nitrane.
I don't think it was at Sadiq, but actually, wow. And I think I can say this. Kanye. Believe what I say, where he flipped the Lauryn Hill.
Wow.
He
sent that to you while you were in the club and said, like, yo, run this.
And this is crazy. I don't even know if I should be saying this. You're
good, man.
We were in a spot.
If you're not allowed to, we're still going to run it.
Yeah,
so.
No, it's cool. We were celebrating somebody's birthday. It was Kim's 40th. And I was just DJing, and he just pulled up. And, you know, but it was a controlled space. It was just the family. But that one's legendary. Like, he just airdropped that shit to me. Like,
that's gotta be crazy.
It's kind of wild.
I mean, like, you know what? Like the airdrops that I get, like from the artists that are in the crowd, like in Vegas, bro.
Stop it. That happens. That's a thing.
I have been like playing at Jewel, Light, or whichever.
Way.
Like, yo, and DJs, if you play in Vegas, I'm sure that a lot of people have actually experienced this. Like,
I can't
out
wait
of nowhere.
to play out here. By the way, sorry to cut you off.
We're gonna make that happen.
We're gonna make that happen. It seems like a fun time every time I come out here.
Bro, well, I've seen how many shots you buy at a time.
I don't buy them.
All right,
Chase, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so. I remember playing at Jewel one time, and all of a sudden I get like an airdrop notification on my laptop, and I'm looking. I'm like,
no way.
There's nobody around me, but I look in the crowd. This is dude on.
You got my joint.
Like insinuating me like, yo, if I give you some money, will you play? Nah, man,
bro,
fuck off with that.
I would listen, man. I pride myself on this. I'm never taking money to play anybody's song.
Nah, either will I.
Upcoming, like I can't, like I don't want the burden.
Mm-mm.
It's not even about the bread. It's just the burden of like, you gave me money, now I have to play. Nah, I'm good.
Bro, that's trash.
Yeah.
It's just trashy, you know, when DJs do that, and especially in a nightclub setting. It's like I mean, it sends the message like, yo, I don't give a fuck about the people who I'm playing for.
Right, exactly.
So I'm gonna take this money and just ruin your vibe
Ruin
tonight.
your vibe,
and in
yeah.
Vegas, people are paying. They're paying top dollar to have the
sure.
best experience possible. So it's like, you know, you want to give them everything that you got and everything that they need. You know, you want them to have the best trip possible because, like, this is probably their one time out of the year where they're here, and they're like, "Yo, I want the best of everything."
Yeah,
and a lot of these artists do not send you the best of everything. Or the artists that are airdropping you from the middle of the dance floor, they don't even have a fucking table
at all. You in the dance floor? No, I hear you.
So yeah, I'd rather take a Ye or a Travis or a you know, a Drake airdrop any day. So you know,
I'm
great problems to have.
Yo, listen, we could trade. You got great.
Hey,
I would love to drink out of a Stanley Cup. I just want to let y'all know that.
Hasn't happened yet, but that's the goal. And I've been telling, like, you know, people in the entertainment department, like, they're like, yo, man, I think we're like, you know, they feel very good. I don't want to say that they, you know, we're gonna win or anything. They feel very good about what's about to happen in Vegas with the Golden Knights, you know, and you know, they're really putting it on the Florida Panthers right now. And it's going to be the most unprecedented time out here because we're going to get, you know, if and when we get the cup, it's going to roll into F1. It's going to roll into New Year's. It's going to roll into Super Bowl. So we have this momentum push that may start in the next couple of days. And I've been telling people in the entertainment department at the night, so I'm like, yo, not only do I want a picture with this thing, like me holding it, I want to drink out that motherfucker.
Nah, for sure.
You know, and I've been doing a couple of things with them, like, you know, helping them out with like certain things, like, you know, with whether it's like, I mean, all the way from like, hey, yo, we need like insight on food trucks for like this activation, or we need insight on which DJs or, you know, hospitality companies to partner with for this like in-game segment. Like I've been doing a few things with them. Yeah, so it's amazing. Like, you know, I feel like I could take a sip out of that cup. Just a little sip.
You deserve to drink.
Yeah, I DJed a game before, you know, like I'm like, yeah. And I did the count. I've been to 27 games this year.
Okay.
It's the most amount of games Warrior games. Because I used to actually go to I used to have a friend that had a suite at Oracle, and then whenever she couldn't make it, she would be like, yo, I've got 21 tickets for you and your friends.
Look at him.
So in the Bay Area, I used to take people out all the time.
Oh my God.
And that was like a lot of games that we went to. But
never got a call.
Well, I didn't live in LA yet.
Don't worry about it.
I don't even think we knew each other yet, to be honest.
I like Steph.
I like Steph too. He's dope.
I like the word. I like basketball.
I like basketball. Basketball's kind of cool, you know?
Yeah, nah, bro.
But
yeah, you deserve.
But yeah, man, nah, you but you know, like I said, like, you know, we're doing this pod right now because I feel like, you know, the both of us, like, you know, I've seen some growth, like, you know, very parallel to you a little bit, a lot more actually. You know, I'm fucking down here, you're like way here. But the growth is amazing to see, my brother, and it needs to be celebrated.
I remember coming to Vegas early days and seeing this guy just be, yeah, exactly. They can't see Aaron, but like this man, you walk into a club, you know he's on. You know, you're a fucking legend out here. Bro.
I don't even know if I should say this.
You're a legend out here. I have like, I mean, 10 favorite DJs in my head, and like you're one of them.
Yeah, I'm 11.
Actually,
10 favorite DJs, but you're probably number 20.
After I'm
not saying you're on that list.
After you bring in everybody to the fucking Warriors games, then you might be 15 at this point. But no, man, like the growth is incredible, and obviously you're a pillar in the DJ community. So
I try, man.
And I know you don't see it that way because
I just keep on going.
You keep on going, and I'm the same way. You know, when you say things like the best in LA or whatever, like I don't see it that way because I just keep it going. Like I'm there to provide a good time for people, and when it comes to me and building a brand, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to do we're supposed to build a brand. We're supposed to, in order for us to continue to excel in our careers, we're supposed to invest in ourselves and continue to grow. So, yeah, man, and having people around like you and Eric Deluxe and just to see the blueprint you guys have all laid out.
Well, Eric laid out the blueprint for me. Like he was the guy that really like him and Five and Vice, like they were the three guys that really took me under their wing and kind of like showed me the ropes, not only in Vegas but also in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know, like Eric, definitely. You know, I want to give Eric his flowers,
please,
right now because I remember, you know, I ran a club in San Francisco at the time, and it was like my first it was my first like big look, like nationally, because I was, you know, booking everybody from all around the country and stuff, like when the mashup scene was big, you know. And I remember I was one of the first people to book Eric Deluxe at the time, and I gave him like, you know, like 1 or 2 Saturdays a month or something like that. But every time he would pull up in San Francisco, people from LA would fly up and pull up on him. And I ended up meeting so many people just through that alone.
Wow.
Like a lot of people, man. And even with Vice and with Five, like I would, you know, book Five, and Five would bring a ton of people up from Vegas. And I met tons of people that are now huge executives out here now that were like, they were probably busters back then.
Right. Wow.
Dude, this shit is like did the lights go off out there?
Probably.
That's crazy. I don't know what happened, but keep that in. Yo, the generator's kicking in. Like, something happened over here, but it's all good. But yeah, you know, Eric, Five, Vice, they definitely laid the blueprint down for me. But it's crazy because like when you say like, like if I've laid the blueprint down, I haven't even really thought about anything like that. I like to mentor, but at the same time, like, I just like to help people. Let
me put it to you this way.
But I don't.
Eric has definitely laid out the blueprint.
100%.
And you have in this way, at least for me in my eyes, 49ers games, like corporate partnerships. These are all things that as a DJ weren't thought of before.
No.
So to see that those type of things are possible, Culture Kings, like I remember going to Culture Kings in Australia and just seeing it as a store. To see it so big in Vegas now, to you being at the forefront of just like making sure it's known out here, like those are things as a DJ we don't think about. We think about just playing music and which is great, but you've shown that you can open up so many different avenues just as a DJ in a business space. So thank you for that, because in my head I'm looking at things like that, and
I appreciate
I'm just
that.
a sponge when it comes to that.
I'll tell you this, man. Like one of my biggest fears in my life is to wake up one day and not have a million things going on. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I swear to God. I get anxiety when I'm not busy. I get anxiety. I'm like, am I not doing enough? Am I not pulling my weight? Yeah. Am I not pushing am I not moving the needle?
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, my dad always taught me, and R.I.P. Dad, but he always taught me, it's really about how you're remembered.
Right.
Because you don't take none of this physical, monetary shit with you when you leave this planet. But your representation, how you're remembered, is really what matters. For sure. You know, and that's where it's like, I'm always gonna be a good dude. I'm always gonna make sure that I set the example. I'm always, no matter what I do, like whether it's like, I need to do a lot better with my health. Because I mean, you remember me at a time I was going on 2-a-days.
Hey.
Now, I moved to Vegas and I gained 20 pounds, and then now I'm eating everything out there. Everyone's offering you a comp dinner.
I'm thinking I'm going on tour. I'm gonna be healthy, bruh. Fucking, we gotta look after ourselves and our bodies, bro. And every little step counts. Whether it's just walking to the fridge,
or when you're on tour, like every step counts. Like walking down the hallway to the vending machine.
For sure, literally. Well, actually, not anymore. Now I got a rider and stuff. So
Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you.
I was just waiting for her to say that.
Let's talk about some of your humble beginnings real quick, man. Like give us like like, you know, a scope on like, you know, where this all started, how long you've been DJing,
Man.
you know,
So
why you get mad at me when I shit on Topanga Mall.
Oh,
Like,
well,
you
we
know?
could. So one, I'm from the Valley, Northridge. I was
Yeah.
born in Northridge. I grew up in the Valley.
818.
818. So I get mad at you because we'll talk about the Topanga thing before I get to how it really started. My man said only crazy people go to Topanga Mall. Like,
Bro, there were trippers there, like left and
trippers.
right.
My man said only crazy people go to Topanga.
There were just straight
Bro,
trippers there that day.
You're
I
not
was
about
like,
to talk about my spot like that. But anyway.
I'll tell you the story of what happened, you know, and you're gonna be like, all right, yeah, that's certified tripper. Certified tripper.
Go ahead. I'm all ears.
No,
okay.
no, tell your story first. I'm not trying to interrupt.
No. Too late. But I love my brother, man. But look, no, so I started DJing at 12, I was like, oh, I kind of want to do that. But by 16, I was just like doing family parties and stuff like that. Then I messaged a guy on MySpace. His name was Marvin. I was like, yo, I want to play at your club. And it was Arena in Hollywood.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, you just got to sell tickets. I was like, okay, sure. He gave me like 15 tickets. And he was like, yeah, just sell them for 15 and keep 7 and give me the rest. I was like, all right. So I think I sold 2 tickets. That was for me to get a set.
It's a good start.
I sold 2 tickets, and then
I start somewhere.
I bought the rest myself.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it seemed like people were kind of like, oh, this motherfucker sold. So
do you like your own photos too?
Huh? Nah. Bro, I was 16. And actually, I think my mom probably like gave me the last $20 for the last ticket. But anyway, shout out to my parents. I would not be
shout
here
out
without
moms.
them. My mom or my dad, I don't remember, but they took my first gig at Arena. I sold the tickets. My set time was at 9:30 p.m. in the back room, 9:30 to 10. The club opened at 10. that was my first experience at DJing at a Hollywood club.
Wow.
I started at 9:30. The man was mopping in the back room, and I'm behind like the main room.
Do you still keep in touch with Marvin today?
No, not at all. But God bless him. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah, like you know, would that be amazing?
But
Like, hey, Marvin,
shout out to him because that snowballed
kinda,
into me meeting another guy by the name of Vico, who was also a promoter at Arena.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yo, I rock with you. I'm like, all right. He's like, come back next week. He kept booking me every Friday. And I just kept building it up. So every Friday I'd be at Arena Hollywood. Sometimes, and he put me on the main stage. Sometimes I'd fucking DJ the main stage at 10 p.m. to 10:30, or I'd close it out 1:30 to 2 when people were walking out. But the fact that he even put me in that position, I'm forever like grateful for him.
Shout out to Vico.
Crazy story.
Okay.
The first time I ever DJ'd at Arena was, damn, it might be a little somber, bittersweet. Was the night AM died. R.I.P. AM. But also, guess who was DJing that same night?
Who?
Mickey War.
Wow. Shout out Mickey War.
Shout out Mickey. Yeah.
It's unfortunate what Mickey just went through too. How they backed up the car.
Oh yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's all over the news too. We'll put a link
Mickey.
in the
you know,
in the description.
But yeah, he was the guy that was DJing that night. The first time I ever DJed at a club, so I stuck around. But yeah, that snowballed into just me moving around Hollywood, and with Vico, he had other spots like Empire. I don't know if you remember Empire, Joseph's. So I was doing all these spots, and then and I was just getting to know all the artists that were booking too, and kept it cool.
What's crazy is that you've met so many artists like early in your journey that are now these like
amazing
multi-platinum selling like, you know, guys and girls. Like it's just gotta be insane. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, you've got a lot of equity in this.
Yeah, man.
You've been investing since day one, since it was
never look back.
You know,
and you can't. Sometimes you just gotta.
Who would be an artist that you would say you met early in your journey that you'll run into today? Like, yo,
Oh,
remember those arena days, man? Shit.
YG, Ty Dolla $ign.
Damn.
Like, I remember being around YG before Tooted and Booted. It was like me, Mustard, Vision, Goofy, Casanova. We would all do house parties together. Like, or like clubs too. I'd just be in the mix all the time. So to see Mustard, I just saw Mustard last time I was in Vegas. He was at Marquee. I flew in. To see, like, I don't even know how he spotted me. I was just hanging out, and he was like,
"It's the hair, bro."
Yeah, it's probably the hair. He was like, Nitrane.
Anytime I see somebody with platinum hair, like, "Oh, Nitrane." Nah, not Nitrane.
Nah, but yeah, to see Mustard, bro, is insane. Like, I remember being at his apartment, in the Valley where the trippers are, according to you.
No. They only go to Topanga Mall.
But yeah, bro, like, just seeing all the people around me that I started with Flourish.
He hates me for saying. He still hates me for that tweet. He was mad.
Yeah, I was mad. I had to, like, I literally texted him.
You're not gonna talk about Topanga Mall that way.
You're not,
bruh.
You're not.
Topanga Mall.
If you would have said something about Northridge Mall, I probably would not be sitting in this chair right now.
No, but hey.
That's
Northridge
where I used to
Mall
run around.
Was way more normal than you know. I don't want to say every day is like that at Topanga Mall.
Yeah.
But that day, dude, I remember, like, yo, in one day, like, someone tried to sell me like a Rolex, and someone came up to me and said, "I feel your energy. I want to tell you your future. Do you have time?" I'm like, "No, I just came here to pick up my Jordans." And I was like,
yeah, bro.
Yo, what the hell? Then I'm walking out.
Came in hot.
Dude, every like tripper just came in hot on me that day, man. It was like I was like a tripper magnet.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what
you give off
hell?
Tripper vibes, though, that's why.
I do not give off tripper vibes.
Big tripper vibes.
I do not. And then I remember, I think I was like before I left, I went to grab food, and then I'm waiting in line, and then somebody comes up to me with like a little mic. Like, you know, like doing the TikTok.
Yo, they be doing TikToks over there because
and I'm like,
that's
yo,
a mall that everybody goes to, like, in a sense.
But how does someone like myself attract all of those elements in one day? A tarot card reader, and I respect them. Don't get me wrong, I'm very superstitious, but I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. A guy selling me a stolen Rolex, a TikToker, and bro, I was like, man,
shit.
What the hell? But yeah, you know, so I tweeted that, like, yo, only trippers go to fucking Topanga Mall, I think, man.
I think I was probably gonna go that day too, which made it even worse.
You probably would have bought the Rolex.
Oh no, look at me. Iced out.
You would have got your fortune told, man. You would have participated in a couple TikToks. Dude, man. That was what drew the line. The person with the small little mic.
I forgive you.
Asking me some like really like crazy shit too. I'm like, bro, I just want to pick up my Teriyaki Express.
What do you say? How much your fit cost? How much your fit cost?
Yeah, like, yo, fuck out of here. What do you do for a living? Fuck out of here. Like, I just want to be left alone.
You just said, I mean, honestly, if I was to ask you, what do you do for a living? I don't think we'd have enough time for you to tell me all your jobs.
Yeah, I am definitely like a Jamaican. So I have a lot of things going on. Like I said, I get anxiety when I wake up and I don't have a million things going on. My number one thing is, yo, I don't want to wake up with just one thing going on for me. Well, I do at some point, but I want to earn that. I want it to be like, all right, I ain't got nothing to worry about but just that. And that would be like, you know, my family, my kids, and this and that. That's retirement. And I feel like you got to earn that. Yeah. You know, so, you know, hopefully we are on our way. So
for sure.
You know, but so what do you got coming up in the near future, man? I mean, can we expect Nitrane the album? Like, yo, you gonna have a record with J. Cole?
Nah, no.
You definitely have a record. You'll definitely like put out something with Boz. Come on.
No, I mean, hopefully. I haven't been in the music space. You know what's crazy? I was just thinking about this, and I was having a conversation with somebody. I think I'm the first DJ to do a tour, an opening tour, without
music. Wow. Well, it might be time to actually put out some records, bro.
I kind of just want to see how far I can, like, as a DJ, you know, like, do we?
You don't feel? I mean, you don't feel like you've made it?
Put out music?
Because I can tell you right now, man. Like, yo, you've definitely.
I don't think
achieves like some a lot of status actually. Bro.
No, but like seriously, like as a DJ, I'm not out there promoting an album, a single.
I think you should.
Actually,
Especially with your musical taste,
I think
with
I
the
know,
Nitrane vibe.
I've worked on music before. A lot of the records, some are out, some are sitting in my notes app. I don't have a plan for them. I think I'm just enjoying the process
moment.
and the moments.
Yeah.
Because this is something I've always wanted to do as a DJ. Once you start breaking out into that scene, like, Khaled's done that. There will never be another Khaled. And also clearing
But
records.
there also could be the first Nitrane, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Come on, man.
Why do I have to go and follow that route and put out music? Why don't I just see how far I can take it as what I'm doing now? And when I feel like, okay, I'm ready enough to put out music, I will, because the music's always going to be there.
I feel this. So last night I went to a test kitchen dinner, and the chef came up to my table and he explained what the menu was like. And he was like, "This is a passion project. It's like something that we're having fun with, that the hotel really, wanted to do. Just, so we're, doing something different." But, him being like, the executive chef of this test kitchen, he mentioned that he's like, well, everything on the menu is an item from is like a piece of my journey from all of my culinary, like, all my years in culinary. Everything that you see reflects a piece of that.
Right.
So it was cross-border, cross-country, cross-cultural, but it was the most amazing meal that I had. And I think that for you, or for what we do, we're almost like executive chefs.
For sure.
In the nightclub.
Curate a space.
Curate a space, curate a vibe, curate a menu for people to come in and enjoy. And I think that you've been through so much in this business where, like, you've been in the studio with Cole, you've been in the studio with Boz, you've been, like, rocking with all these artists, you've been in the hottest nightclubs all around the world, you've been in Paris. Why not take things that are inspired from those moments that you've lived in your life and you've lived in your career and create something from it?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
And serve it, because I tell you right now, you have a following, you have a platform, you have an audience, and I seen it on Twitch. Like, yo, motherfuckers on Twitch were like waiting for your streams, like like it was a Supreme drop at times. Like, yo, are you gonna be in Nitrane's chat? Like, yeah, I'll be there. But that goes to show that you could definitely be you can have an offering that could definitely be out there like
it'll
that.
be done. I'm not gonna leave this game and not put out music. I just think right now, as a DJ, I have a lot. I have venues I still want to play that I've never played. And I think one thing about me is, like, I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna try and be the best at whatever the hell I'm doing at that moment. And right now, as a DJ, I just want to be the best I can be. Without having to follow different paths. Like, I'm taking shit day by day, and whatever, if I'm playing for 10 people, Oprah, whatever, I'm gonna be the best. I've never played for Oprah, but that just came in my head.
I wouldn't. Hey, bro, you get airdrops from Travis Scott,
a different conversation.
Kanye West,
we'd be here all day,
and Drake.
No. But yeah, I
wouldn't run it past you if you're definitely gonna play for Oprah at some point.
I've played and she's been in a space. That's all I'll say. Not for her.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm
but
saying?
Anyway,
you see what I'm saying?
This guy, and I mean that very humbly. But yeah, I'm just gonna I'm on tour right now. I'm on tour mode. I'm trying to go out there every night, give it my all, and just give the layup, because it's really just me and Bryson on this tour, Shaq and Kobe.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I love that. That's right, people. You know what it is. Culture Kings, Las Vegas.
Culture
DJ
Kings,
Nitrane, my brother.
My brother, man. E-Rock, thank you for having me to be on this space with you. I really appreciate it.
Nah, man. We thank you for making time out of your busy schedule, and I know that we've been playing phone tag,
I
about
missed
getting
the sound
this
check,
done.
by the way, to do.
You did not miss the sound check. Oh my God, I didn't press record. I'm just kidding.
Well, you thought I was gonna start again? Yo, you're
We just gave Sam a heart attack. Are we gonna end it on that note, man?
Welcome to LA. Oh no, wait, Vegas. Jesus.
All right, yo. Culture Kings Las Vegas,
we
E-Rock,
out, man.
Nitrane, The Basement. Let's get it.
Yep.
That's right. Peace.